Hey Pookie, I can't stop saying it. Hey Pookie, hey Pookie. It's the tism of it all, girl. The tism. Hi, hello, hey, I'm Mariah Renee. Welcome back to another episode of A Spark of Thought, the podcast where we talk about whatever I want and was what you needed to hear. Girls, we can't get the fuck out of my bathroom. Like, literally, it won't stop raining and being cold, and that's on winter. My partner is very sweet and loving and supportive, and literally, girls, when I'm saying stop sleeping with people that don't do shit for you, I'm saying that my partner made a playlist of videos of my videos to watch just to put on in the background. The man is acting like a fucking bot on my behalf. Okay, let's cut the bullshit and just like get the fuck into what I want to tell you. I just want to let you know that you are allowed to reach out to your people even if your brain is really trying to tell you that isolation is the right thing. And your people doesn't have to necessarily be your friends. Your people can be your partner, your parents, your therapist, your mentors. Now is the time to really lock in on understanding who your networks are and who it is appropriate to speak to. Unfortunately, unlike a fantasy book, we do have to do our parts in processing what we safely can because it is real. Talking about it, dreaming about it, thinking about it, crying about it. These are all ways of processing what is going on. I think that it's very hard to be a autistic person going through this right now because it's like, oh, pattern recognition. Oh, I feel like I'm connecting this. Oh, wow. I say to my mom all the time, I'm like, I'm very stressed out because nothing that I'm saying is a conspiracy. I'm literally referring to concepts that I have learned. And as someone who is very prone to ruminate, I have to be really careful of yelling at myself for ruminating when I'm just genuinely trying to process everything that is going on. Speaking of the state of the world, yes, a lot is going on in America, and we still need to continue showing up for ourselves because we can't help anyone else if we ain't here. But if you have been feeling very helpless in what to do, maybe you don't have the money to donate. Maybe you are terrified of getting on the phone and calling your senators or your reps, or you just don't know what to say. Which, side note, if the problem is just that you don't know what to say, do download the app 5Calls. It is a free app, and they have a lot of scripts and what you can say. I am going to make it my business by the end of February. No excuses. I have not been showing up in my winter arc challenge and I've been giving myself a lot of fucking grace. I have no excuses. I can make one phone call. No excuses. Because all it's going to take is doing it once and then I'll be able to do it. So, while I'm building up the courage to call my senator, don't even come playing with me in my comments about it, girl. I won't even argue with you. If I notice that it brings me engagement, I'll just ignore you. If I don't see no benefit of it, I'll fucking delete your comment, bitch. Anyways, while we're building up the courage, a really great way that you can still get your point across and also consider the policies and the values that you actually give a fuck about and want to even talk about when you call your rep and you leave them a message. Turn the insides of your cereal boxes, your oatmeal boxes, your pancake mix boxes, your ice cream sandwich boxes, any of your boxes can be turned into a postcard. And on that postcard, you can write Restore US Aid. And specifically, what I've been saying to tie in help us so that we can help them has been abolish ICE and restore US aid with the funding. That is what I've been doing in the meantime, and I feel good about it. I feel good knowing that I am actively tuned in, doing something about it, not just doom scrolling. It's not just free for me in terms of like the stationery. It is succinct. I don't have to get into the weeds of it. That's the fucking demand. Restore US aid. And then it's a global impact. The things that you can be doing by yourself in the silence of your home are really cool and they're really slay and they are like the actual change. So, yeah, if you need to take a break and you need to step back and you need to have the space and the quiet and the comfort of your own home and you need to not be overstimulated all day long and you just can't talk because it really wouldn't be good for your nervous system and your sensory state. Yeah, do those quiet things. But call your friends, not to check on them, but to let them check on you. Let them know where you're at. Sometimes it's not even about you need to make space for other people. Sometimes it's you need to make room for yourself. For myself, that is talking with a friend and hitting a little kiki while also talking about the motherfucking state of the world because it's all I genuinely want to talk about. There's plenty of joy and happiness and love and celebration and kindness and positivity that absolutely needs to be sprinkled and peppered in there. Okay, honestly, that's sort of all I have this week. Just a fucking... I really have been battling sort of like burnout of my own and honestly just shooting the shit with myself and hoping that it resonates with someone. That's just how I'm being kind to myself. That's just how I'm allowing it to be. Rattling it off is honestly who the fuck I am anyways. So like we'll be back on Friday with a little bit more of a structured walk and talk. I am 50 minutes in out of a 4-hour fucking drop of FD Signifier. He is going over Tyler Perry and wow, I've been like writing shit down because there has been just a lot. I hope to have it done by Friday because I would like to talk about that. And I also would like to talk about Gabby Hanna's first podcast. So meet me on Friday if a little YouTube media review sounds fun for you. And next week, inspiration versus impact. So the structure is returning, the ideas are still there, but yeah, your girl's tired and you're tired. And that's why I'm here today to remind you that if you need to ring a friend and talk about it, I would hope that you know you are in your full right and going to be supported by the friend you feel called to talk about it about because that means they're the right person to talk about it about with. Comprende? If you made it this far, thank you so much, baddie. Go ahead and leave me a sparkle emoji to spread the energy, spread the word. Let me know who you plan on giving a phone call to, or sending a letter to, or writing an email to, or just sending a text to, and show yourself the power of your network. Because quite frankly, not only will it just rejuvenate and fill your cup, you have no idea what that conversation is going to do and end up generating and turning over to be spread even further. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps me out when you do the YouTube things. And we will ponder in the next one.